Now please welcome our next speaker, the Emmy Award-winning filmmaker, Laura Ricciardi. She is a graduate of the New York Law School class of 1996, and she is the co-creator of the Emmy Award-winning Netflix series, Making a Murderer. Making a Murderer sparked a national conversation about the American justice system through the story of the DNA exoneree Stephen Avery. The series, which was filmed over a decade, became a global phenomenon and received numerous awards. Among other recognition, it was named the 2016 Program of the Year at the Banff World Media Festival, and it received a 2016 Webby Award for Film and Video Breakout of the Year. It also won the 2016 Outstanding Achievement in Reality Programming Award from the Television Critics Association and an American Bar Association Silver Gavel Award. Laura received 3 Emmy Awards and other honors for her work on the series as executive producer, writer, and director. Currently, Laura and her producing partner, Moira Demos, are working on the next installment of Making a Murderer. They're also adapting America's Most Admired Lawbreaker, the serialized Huffington Post article by journalist Stephen Brill, as a limited television series, which they are set to direct. We are now proud to present Laura with an honorary Doctor of Laws degree from New York Law School. Laura, please join me at the podium.
Present this to you, but it's heavy, so we'll give it back in.
Thank you, Dean Crowell, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty. It is an honor and a privilege to be here and to receive this honorary degree from New York Law School, my alma mater. Congratulations, class of 2017. Today is your day to celebrate your tremendous achievement, surrounded by your family and friends, your fellow graduates, and the faculty and staff, all of whom are incredibly proud of you. I hope that you are enjoying this momentous day in this grand setting, but I also hope that you enjoy special moments throughout the day where you acknowledge to yourself all that you have accomplished. When I received Dean Crowell's invitation to participate in today's commencement, I was surprised and thrilled. I am a proud alumna and am grateful to have the opportunity to share with you what I believe makes New York Law School special. One of the school's most impressive features is its innovative approach to the structure of its programs. The unique structure enables the school to attract a diverse student body. And I believe the range of backgrounds and perspectives of the students leads to a rich exchange of ideas and the highest quality education. Upon entering the program, I immediately felt like there was a place for me at New York Law. Indeed, I found a community. I was inspired by the diligence of my classmates, the scholarship and dedication of the faculty, the vision of the administration, and the commitment of the staff. The program offered the academic rigor I was seeking and the tools I would need in the real world. In short, in my experience, New York Law School delivered on its mission. I had the privilege of being a research assistant to Professor Michael Sinclair. I, an English major, and Professor Sinclair, a linguist, first bonded over a word or phrase that we traced back to Shakespeare's The Tempest. I went on to study statutory interpretation with Professor Sinclair, and he was incredibly gracious in not only providing feedback on a case comment I wrote for Law Review, but also in making me his co-author on a Law Review article. I was very fortunate to have such a brilliant, generous mentor who not only enhanced my appreciation for the nuance of language, but also the critical role that language plays in the field of law. The education I received has been integral to my development both as a practicing and non-practicing lawyer. From constitutional law with Professor Rudy Teitel, to legal research with Professor Camille Broussard, to an ethics class with Professor Arthur Leonard. All of my studies and training at New York Law have helped me understand and navigate the world. New York Law School made me practice ready. Between my second and third years of law school, I served as a summer law clerk for the U.S. Attorney's Office in Hawaii. While there, I not only fell in love with Hawaii, but I also believed I'd identified a path that I thought would help lead me years later to the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York. After graduating, I joined the U.S. Department of Justice as an honor program attorney trainee for the Federal Bureau of Prisons. But after just a few short months, I had to confront my feelings that I was not at a place well suited for me. I resigned and found myself unsure what I would do next. It was a very destabilizing moment in my life because I had always had a plan and thought I was on a clear path to my goal. I wanted to serve the public. It would take me 4 more years of work at firms in Chicago to realize that I did not want to practice at all. I wanted to go to art school. I had come to believe that I had the most to offer as a filmmaker. I could still give back, but my contribution would take a different form. Luckily, I had a supportive partner at the time, and my parents, though concerned for my future, trusted my decision. The fact is, my legal education and my experience as a practicing lawyer have been totally relevant to my career as a filmmaker. I use my law degree every day in my work as a business owner and creative. My point in sharing my journey with you is to assure you that whether or not you have a plan, whether or not your plan changes, as long as you are true to yourself and considerate of others, you will be okay and you will make a difference. When my life and work partner, Moira Demos, and I were working independently on Making a Murderer for 9 years, we struggled in many ways, but we would always put the work first. Our project was self-financed, and we had no idea whether we would find distribution for the project because we insisted on a particular format, something much longer than a feature-length film. And to keep us going, I once again directly used my law degree and legal experience. I took work as a contract attorney, which allowed me the flexibility to help move the docuseries forward while keeping a roof over our heads. I also learned a lot about the discovery process in complex business litigation, which is something that actually informed my work on the docuseries. It took us a decade to complete Making a Murderer. The main thing that got me through that journey was the need to follow through on the commitment we'd made to our subjects. We had assumed the responsibility of telling a man's story, and no matter how impossible following through sometimes felt, we knew that we had to keep on going. In making the docuseries, Moira and I always had our viewers in mind, and following the launch of the docuseries, we were incredibly impressed by the level of public engagement. A dialogue evolved about the criminal justice system, as well as issues that transcend the system, issues relating to class and the power of narrative. What I have found that connects my work as a lawyer and my work in film is using my education to give voice to people who would otherwise not be heard. It's not always about providing answers or solutions. It's often about asking questions. As each of you enters a world of choices, I would like to encourage you to do the following. See yourself and see outside yourself. Know your passion and what you are willing not only to commit to, but to fight for. Take seriously your oath. Every day, do all that you can to ensure your rightful place within the profession. Honor the profession and seize opportunities to contribute to it. How you use your education and training is up to you and you alone. You will quite literally have license to represent others, and with that privilege, that power, comes the most awesome of responsibilities. Always strive to do what is just and be relentless in your pursuit of the truth. You will invariably face pressures and challenges, some of which you can imagine, and others you might not be able to foresee. Cultivate relationships with clients, colleagues, partners, and friends. Wherever your journey takes you, and whatever form your service to others takes, make paramount the integrity of your work. You will need to have confidence in yourself and empathy for others. I could say now more than ever, but I believe it always matters. Once again, congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you so much, Laura. We are so proud to call you one of our own, really. Thank you.